between two spheroid, soft and flexible. And this soft, flexible junction between two spheroid known as suture. Suture. Okay, so for this junction, this soft and flexible junction, the grasshopper can move their body very easily. Okay, now we see and we know that body divided into tegma. That means body of grasshopper that is tegmatized. And we can see that grasshopper's body that divided into three region, three part, or three tegma. Now, see, first one is head, second one is thorax, and third one is abdomen. So the body of grasshopper that divided into three tegma or three region, head, thorax, and abdomen. Okay, and they have three pair of legs also. So for this reason, grasshopper that remains under class insecta. Okay, because we know that insecta that have three region or three tegma, head, thorax, and abdomen. Okay, now we learn about head of grasshopper at first. See the head that present at the anterior And actually, this compound eye works for vision. That's mean compound eye, organ of vision for grasshopper, because grasshoppers see through these compound eyes. And we will discuss about details in compound eye later. Okay, আমরা আরো বিস্তারিত জানবো এই গ্রাসহপারের কম্পাউন্ড আই সম্পর্কে পরে। আপাতত এটুকু জেনে নেই যে দিস ইজ অর্গান অফ ভিশন। নাও মাউথ পার্স সারাউন্ডিং মাউথ ওপেনিংটা নিয়ে কথা বলার সময় আরেকটা পয়েন্ট একটু শুনে নাও। ওকে, মাউথ ওপেনিং actually that present ventral side of head. দেখো head, this is dorsal side, these are lateral side, and this is ventral side. So mouth opening actually present in ventral side of head, and this type, that means lower side, ventral side or lower side. Mouth opening present at lower side or ventral side of head, and this type of head known as hypognathous head. So grasshopper that have hypognathous head means mouth opening that situated or present ventral side of head or lower side of head. Okay, now surrounding mouth opening, there is 7 piece, 5 different types is 7 piece appendages, 7 piece appendages present surrounding mouth opening. And this appendage is actually specially modified for holding food, tearing food, chewing food, and grinding food, and also taking food inside. And this specially modified appendage is called mouth purse. And we will discuss about details in mouth purse after studying the whole structure, outer structure. Okay, so mouth purse that works actually for having food. And last one is antenna. Next, antenna, paired antenna, one pair antenna present in head region. Okay, we can see her antenna clearly. Antenna ছবিটাকে এখানে ক্লিয়ারলি দেখতে পাচ্ছো?
জি ম্যাম।
আচ্ছা, যদি দেখতে পারো তাহলে তো আর সমস্যা নেই, জুম করতে হবে না। আচ্ছা দেখো, antenna of grasshopper actually that consists of 3 parts: basal, scape, the second one is pedicel, and large third part that is large flagellum, large segmented flagellum. Because flagellum that actually have 25 segments and they're jointed each other. Okay, so for that reason, flagellum, they can move flagellum at all sides very easily. Okay, and this antenna actually sensory organ of grasshopper, because they receive sensory stimuli. What kind of stimuli? They receive senses of smell. They receive smell with the help of antenna. Grasshopper antenna আর cockroach তেলাপোকার antenna, সেটার ফাংশন কিন্তু সেম। তুমি যদি বাসায় গ্রাসহপার দেখাটা তো একটু কঠিন, দেখতে পারবা না সবসময়, তেলাপোকাটা চাইলেই অনেক সময় দেখা যায়। তেলাপোকা দেখবা যে তেলাপোকার 2টা অ্যান্টেনা মাথার সামনে সব সময় এভাবে নাড়াবে আর ঘুরবে, তার মানে সে অ্যান্টেনার মাধ্যমে যে স্মেল সিগন্যালটা সে রিসিভ করে। Then also they receive also sound wave through this antenna, and also this antenna works for senses of touch. So this antenna actually sensory organ of the grasshopper. Okay. and ocelli. Ocelli that three ocelli that present between two antenna. Three ocelli that present between two antenna. Actually, ocelli means simple eye. They have sensory cell and single lenses. Okay, single lenses they have. But actually, the function of ocelli that measuring light density. They measure light density around themselves with the help of their ocelli. Okay, now we will discuss about second part. Second part, thorax. Because the most important part of grasshopper, thorax. See, thorax, this blue colored part, that is thorax. Okay, thorax of grasshopper. Thorax of grasshopper that have three segments. Three segments. First one is prothorax. আমি এখানে লিখেছি, লেখাটা মনে হয় স্পষ্ট নাই যে থোরাক্সের ভিতরে লিখেছি। আমি বলে দিচ্ছি আবার সাথে সাথে, ঠিক আছে? First segment, this is prothorax. Second is mesothorax, and last one is metathorax. Three segment that present in thorax region. And this segment, so এখন বলো তিনটা সেগমেন্ট আছে থোরাক্স রিজনে, তাহলে স্ক্লেরাইট কয়টা আছে থোরাক্স রিজনে বলো?
তিনটা।
Good, তিনটা. So three sclerite also present in thorax region, segment wise. Okay, and sclerite of thorax region that have three parts. Sclerite of thorax that have three part. Dorsal part of sclerite known as sternum, ventral part of sclerite known as sternum. Okay, দেখো dorsal part targum, ventral part sternum. ঠিক আছে, dorsal part of sclerite in case of thorax that is targum, and ventral part sternum. Targum and sternum, দেখো targum, এটা হচ্ছে targum, এটা sternum, ঠিক আছে, dorsal ventral, and lateral side এই একটা lateral side, এই একটা lateral side, তাই না? Lateral sides of targum and sternum, they jointed by another plate, and this plate known as lateral plate or lateral part of sclerite in case of thorax is known as pleuron. Have three parts: dorsal targum, ventral sternum, and lateral pleuron or pleura. And three parts, they jointed with each other with the help of suture connection or suture junction. Okay, but in case of abdominal segments, this pleuron absent, pleuron part of sclerite absent, because thorax regions segments are wider than these abdominal segments. Okay, that's why thorax regions sclerite that have three parts: targum, sternum, and pleuron. But abdominal segments have only targum and sternum. Okay, now we see that thorax region that have that have five parts. That means grasshopper's leg consists of five parts. First one is coxa. Actually, that articulates whole part of legs with grasshopper's body. First part is coxa. Now, second part, small triangular trochanter is actually made with muscles. And this muscle contraction that works for moving leg. And by moving leg, they can walk or they can jump. That means using their legs, they can walk or they can jump. And fourth part is tibia, long narrow part, that is tibia. And at one side of tibia, we can see here one side of tibia that have small spines. One side of tibia that have small spines. And last part is tarsus. See, tarsus that have three segment tarsus that made with small three segments. 1, 2, 3, three segments. And each individual segments of tarsus known as tarsomere. 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 Each and every single individual segments of tarsus known as tarsomere. Tarsus made with three segments, and each segment known as tarsomere. And last segment that have paired claw. Paired claw means knock. ঠিক আছে, claw, knock. And also tarsomere also have